bar of jokes. It was a beautiful morning on the island of Sodor. Dowager Hat, the Fat Controller's mother, was spraying water into the shower and then put some special liquid in it, but had made a mistake because the Fat Controller was going to have a shower. "Tom, dear, your shower is ready." "Ah, thank you, Mother. Here I come." But when the Fat Controller switched on the switch, as Thomas was at Knapford Station, he heard a big scream. "Acid!" When he finally got out of the shower, the Fat Controller came to Thomas with some news. "Thomas, I have two things to warn you. With the shower, there is some real acid that is in this liquid, and Dowager Hat had made it wrong, which I'm not cross with her, but whenever there's acid on the rails, you have to be really careful. And the second one is, I brought an engine for you to work at the scrapyards tonight." "Oh, who is it, sir?" "Well, here she comes now." "Hello, Thomas." "Molly, good to see you. It's been so long." "Oh, that's great news, sir." "Ah, glad to hear that, Thomas. Now, there's a big diesel I arranged for him. He was the only one available to come from the mainland, so better watch out because I gave him another chance to stay on Sodor. But he might not be able to get into trouble by now. He's at the scrapyards waiting." "Okay, sir." And Thomas and Molly headed off. But when they arrived at the scrapyard, the big diesel wasn't there. They were all confused. They were nearby some trucks when suddenly, boom! Thomas got an awful fright. It was Diesel 10 who gave him a fright. Molly was cross. "That wasn't funny. You nearly gave us a heart attack."
"Oh, come on. It was only a little joke."
Diesel 10 rolled away. "Well, I never." "Come on, Molly, let's get to work." Whenever Thomas was working hard with trucks with scrap, Diesel 10 always found a chance to scare him. This went on and on until Thomas had had enough. Later that night, Thomas was having a word with Molly. "I say, Molly, that big diesel thinks he could get away with his actions. It isn't fair." Molly then had an idea. "Tomorrow, maybe it's time we taught him a thing or two. I'm thinking to derail him." Thomas thought that was a very good idea. "Good idea, Molly." The next morning, Diesel 10, Thomas and Molly were in their sheds at the scrapyard.
"Wake up, Puffball. I am going to get to work. You better follow me. Chop, chop."
"Don't be rude, Diesel 10.
"Oh, come on. How am I being rude? In fact, I'm expecting you, Tin Kettles, to be scared of me and Pinchy."
"Now, Diesel 10, just give him a chance and just be busy."
"Ha, whatever. No one can derail me."
When Diesel 10 left his berth, he was slowly starting to slip with some sticky red jam that was on the rails that Thomas and Molly caused. Diesel 10 slipped off the rails. "Haha, looks like we got you back."
Grrr.
Diesel 10 roared.
Ahem.
The Fat Controller came. Diesel 10 went red.
Sir, it wasn't mine."
"It does not matter whether or not you are part of this, Diesel 10, but you have been scaring Thomas last night. In fact, I think it's time for you to be sent away back to the mainland for good. Do I make myself clear?"
"Yes, sir. Sorry, sir."
"And it looks like you have been scaring Thomas for no reason of nothing."
"Yes, sir."
Thomas winked at Molly. A few hours later, Diesel 10 was lifted back onto the rails by Henry and Edward. They were ready to take Diesel 10 away. "Well done, you two. Now take that thing to the mainland at once." "Yes, sir." "Right away, sir." Grrr. "Well done, you two. You two are really useful. You two worked well at the scrapyards. I thought Diesel 10 had changed by now, but I was wrong. But do tell me next time, Thomas, if Diesel 10 teases you, or I'll send him away that time, okay? Well, Molly, it's been great meeting you again. We will miss you when you leave, but I'm glad I got to see you again. Oh, that's kind of you, Thomas. Glad you are. I like that about engines like you, even if I'm shy. Thomas and Molly gave each other a big smile.